say I changed, like it happened overnight. Like I woke up colder without a reason why. But I remember the evenings you stopped holding me tight, started loving me like a habit, not a fight. You checked out slowly while I stay the same. So don't rewrite the story just to shift the blame. You broke me first, don't act surprised when I stop reaching, stop begging for your time. You broke me first, piece by piece. Now you're hurt cause I found my peace. But I didn't start this war, I just stopped bleeding for it. You broke me first. You used to notice when my voice would shake, then you stopped asking if I was okay. You pulled away quietly like I wouldn't see. But distance has a sound and it was loud to me. I tried to hold us, you let us slip. So don't look shocked at my fingertips when they don't reach for you like they did before. You broke me first, before I went cold, before I built walls, before I let go. You broke me first, so I learned the game. Now you miss the girl who took the blame. But I didn't become this without a cause. You broke me first. I wasn't born distant, I wasn't born guarded. You taught me survival by how you departed. You call me heartless now, but you shaped the hurt. You broke me first and I stayed too long, trying to fix what you'd already done. You broke me first, so don't pretend that I destroyed what you chose to win. I just adapted to what you showed. You broke me first, 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 first. You broke me first. You tell your friends I walked away, like I just woke up and chose that day. You paint me distant, like I went cold, but you don't say what you withheld. You started fading long before I did, but now you're acting like I flipped the switch. Don't act like it was me who let this slip. Don't act innocent like you didn't quit. Don't act like it was me who changed the tone. You were halfway gone before I was drawn. I just stopped chasing what you stopped choosing. You stopped showing up but stayed on my phone. Gave me just enough to feel alone. You called it space, I called it doubt. You said I'm tired but left me out. You can't rewrite the way it went just because you regret it. Don't act like it was me who closed the door. You were already somewhere else before. Don't act like it was me who gave up first. You planted distance, I learned it works. I just matched your energy. That's all. like it was me who tore this down. You let it crack without a sound. Don't act like it was me who didn't care. I cared too long, you just weren't there. So don't flip the story to ease your shame. You know it wasn't me. I used to stay, even when it hurt, even when loving you came second to your world. I made excuses for every change, called it stress, called it a phase, but phases don't last that long. Every time you pulled away and I stayed anyway, you were teaching me something you just didn't know. You taught me how to leave by showing me how it feels to beg for effort that wasn't real. You taught me how to walk without looking back. Every time you gave less than I asked. Now I move different, now I don't plead. You didn't mean to, but you taught me how to leave. You stopped fighting for us, so I stopped too. Yeah, you got comfortable, so I outgrew. I watched myself shrink to fit your mood until loving you didn't feel good. That's when something shifted. Pain becomes clarity if you let it sit. You taught me how to leave without raising my voice, without making a scene, without begging for choice. You taught me how to pack my heart up slow, smile in your face while letting go. I wasn't born this detached. You built that in me. I used to fear being alone, now I fear staying where I'ma know that's growth. Shocked when I choose peace. You taught me how to leave. You taught me how to leave. You used to say I overthink, that I talk too much when I feel things. But every time I tried, you shut down slow. Turn your face like I should know how to love you quietly. So I started swallowing what I needed to say, watched my feelings fade away. I learned the silence from you, the quiet replies, the unread truths behind tired eyes. I learned the silence from you, how to stay still when something hurts I pretend that I felt at home. I started mirroring everything you do, pulling away before you could too. That's how it happens. Love gets colder when no one speaks. I learned the silence from you, how to detach, how to disappear without looking back. I learned the silence from you, now it's my shield. You made it normal for love to feel sealed, and maybe that's why we fell apart. Not from screaming, but from quiet hearts. Funny how you hate it now when I don't react, but this is exactly how you perfected it. Now when I'm done, you won't detect it. I learned the silence from you, so don't act confused if I don't chase, if I don't choose. You showed me how to slowly disappear. I just got better at what you taught me. Didn't leave all at once, you faded in phases. Less I love you, more blank faces. You stopped asking how my day went, started answering with it depends, like we were already half undone. Goodbyes don't always sound like a door, sometimes they whisper unsure. You started the goodbye long before it ended, when you stopped defending what we pretended. You started the goodbye with every cold night, every I'm tired, every small fight. By the time you said we're done, I'd already felt it coming. You started the goodbye. You held me different, like I might break, but not in love, more like mistake. You stopped looking when I walked in, stopped reaching under my skin. And I noticed, I always notice, distance has footsteps, even when it's quiet. You started the goodbye when I forgot then, when staying felt heavier than giving in. You started the goodbye with subtle retreats, turning our love into routine. So don't act like it shocked us both. You started the goodbye. I stayed longer than I should. Hope in silence, misunderstood, but silence repeats clarity. Goodbye, and I finished it. You loosened your grip, I just admitted it. Goodbye, piece by piece, I only said it when you'd already left me. We didn't end suddenly. You started the goodbye. close to you, like I woke up distant, out of the blue. But I remember clearly when your tone shifted first, when loving me softly started feeling rehearsed. You moved subtle, but I felt it. You pulled away slowly, I adjusted my pace. So don't look surprised at the look on my face. I wasn't the first to change, I just followed your lead. You rewrote the rhythm, I matched the beat. I wasn't the first to change, I just stopped trying alone. You built the distance, I made it home. Don't confuse survival with betrayal. You stopped fighting for little things, stop noticing what silence brings. You gave less effort but expected the same, and somehow I carried all of the blame. That's not how love works. You changed your energy, I changed my heart. I wasn't the first to change, I just grew aware. When you stopped choosing to care, I wasn't the first to change, I just got wise. You left emotionally before I closed my eyes. You shifted first, I just stopped pretending. You missed the girl who didn't see the slow detachment inside of me. But clarity hurts when it's late. I wasn't the first to change, I just changed less. You drifted early, I reacted fast. I wasn't the first to change, so don't rewrite the way you dimmed our light. I didn't become colder without a cause, I just noticed before you thought I would. You say I walked away, like I closed the door, like I gave up and wanted more. But I felt you fading weeks before, sleeping beside me but not anymore. Your body stayed, your heart didn't. I watched the way you stopped trying, heard the quiet in your I'm fine. You left before I did, you just didn't pack. You checked out slowly and never came. You left before I did, I just said it out loud. You were already gone, I just made it known now. Don't confuse the ending with who ended it. You stopped defending us in small debates, stopped correcting when they called us a mistake. You stopped dreaming out loud with me, you started talking and we'll see. That's when I knew distance doesn't always need a plane. You left before I did, with every cold reply, every half-hearted touch, every tight goodbye. You left before I did, so don't act hurt when before I did. I just closed the door. I just closed the door on something that wasn't there anymore. You left before I did. I just chose peace after loving someone who had already released me. So don't rewrite it. Save your pride. You left before I did. You started answering slower, so I did too. You stopped saying miss you, so I muted you. You called it attitude, called me detached, but I was just reacting to how you'd act. Energy shifts, I feel that quick. You step back first, I adjusted my stance. You changed the rhythm, I changed the dance. I only matched your distance, didn't create it. I just reflected what you demonstrate. I only matched your distance, didn't go far. You just didn't like seeing who you are. Don't blame the mirror for the image it shows. You stopped reaching across the bed, started scrolling instead. You said you needed space, so I gave you air, but suddenly it hurt when I wasn't there. Funny how that works. You taught me balance by pulling away. I only matched your distance step for step. If I felt less warm, it's what I got. I kept. I only matched your distance, nothing more. You left it open, I closed the door. You don't miss me, you miss control. You like me softer, more forgiving, but growth looks different when someone's leaving. You thought I'd change, no matter what. I only matched your distance, I didn't attack. I just stopped giving what I didn't get back. I only matched your distance, so don't pretend like I broke something you didn't bend. I wasn't colder, I was aware. I just met you exactly there. I used to feel everything too deep, too fast. I used to believe love would last. I gave you softness without defense, but you treated my heart like it made no difference. And something in me froze. You chipped away at what was warm. Now you're shocked I changed form. You made me this cold. I wasn't born guarded, I just adapted to how you departed. You made me this cold. With every letdown, now you miss the girl who doesn't exist now. But I didn't switch without a reason. I used to wake up just to hear your voice. Now I silence calls like I have a choice. I used to cry when you pull away. Now I just watch and let it fade. That's not cruelty, that's clarity. You confuse patience with forever. You make me this cold by loving me halfway, by saying I'm here while drifting away. Make me this cold, piece by piece, until protecting myself felt like peace. You don't miss me, you miss access. I wasn't heartless, I was hopeful. You turned careful into distant. You call it attitude, I call it healed. You made me this cold, so don't act hurt when I don't break, when I don't burst. Oh, baby, this cold. Now I don't bend for someone who leaves again. I didn't lose warmth, I learned control. You made me this cold. You made me this cold. You never slammed the door, you never raised your voice. You just stopped choosing me, like I was still your choice. You smiled in pictures, held my hand in crowds, but love can disappear without a sound. And I felt it. It wasn't one big moment, it was little things. The way you stopped noticing. You hurt me quietly first, in subtle ways, in shorter calls and distant days. You hurt me quietly first, so when I pulled away, it wasn't sudden, it was delayed. Don't act like you didn't know. You stopped defending us in conversations, started saying maybe instead of making plans. You love me softer but not in a good way, more like something you'd outgrown someday. And I stayed too long. Pain doesn't always arrive loud. You hurt me quietly first, with every almost, every half effort, every ghost. You hurt me quietly first, so when I got strong, you called it cold. But you're wrong, I didn't snap, I adjusted. You missed the version of me who didn't see that you were leaving gradually. But silence repeated becomes true. You hurt me quietly first, so I healed in silence too. You broke me slowly, and I rebuilt without you. You hurt me quietly first, and now we're done. Not because because I stopped loving, but because you had already begun. You didn't lose me suddenly, you lost me quietly. It wasn't the first time our hands had met, but this one felt different, like you weren't done yet. Your fingers didn't rush, didn't pull away fast. They linger with purpose, like you dropped the act. There's a difference between contact and confession. And that night you stopped pretending. You touched me like you meant it, like you weren't afraid. Like every quiet feeling was finally displayed. You touched me like you meant it, no accident excuse if it was only friendship. Why did it feel like truth? Your thumb traced circles slow against my skin, not enough to cross the line, but enough to let me in. The room went silent, but my pulse got loud. You don't hold someone like that if you're not thinking out loud. Your body spoke before your words could, and it said everything you swore it wouldn't. You touched me like you meant it, like you chose that move. Because you don't touch a friend like you're scared to let them in. And maybe that's the moment I stopped calling it confusion, because intention is louder than illusion. You touch me like you meant it, to the start. Stop feeling accidental, stop feeling light. Every look lasted longer, every touch felt right. We both knew the pattern, we both saw the flame, but neither one of us had the courage to name. There's a point where chemistry turns into risk, and we crossed it slowly. With a single kiss we almost missed. We were too close to be safe, too deep to pretend. You don't hold someone like that if you're planning to stay friends. We were too close to be safe, too tangled to ignore. carried the weight of what we wouldn't allow. Every good night lingered like it didn't wanna end, because distance is harder when you're more than friends. We felt the shift, we felt the line, and still we stayed. Every time we were too close to be safe, but not brave enough to choose. So we danced on the edge with too much to lose. We were too close to be safe, and that's what made it real. Because danger only matters when there's something you feel. Sometimes I think we like the tension, the almost, the suspension, because choosing each other would have changed everything. We were too close to be safe, and maybe that's the truth. We weren't scared of the fall, we were scared of the proof. We were too close to be safe, and we both understood. If we took one more step, there'd be no going back to good. You'd say it softly, like it was a joke. Imagine if this ruined us, but your voice almost broke. You pull me closer, then push the line, like loving me scared you more than losing time. You kept choosing safety over what was real, like protecting the label was protecting the feel. You didn't wanna lose me, so you wouldn't let me stay close enough to feel it, but not enough to change. You didn't wanna lose me, so you held me halfway, and sometimes half love hurts more anyway. You say, what if it ends before it could begin? Like heartbreak was guaranteed if we let it in, but we were already risking every single night, because silence doesn't protect you from what feels right. You can't freeze a moment and expect it not to fade. You didn't wanna lose me, so you chose control, but love doesn't survive when you got your soul. Didn't wanna lose me, but that's what it did, because holding too tight is how things slip. same words unsaid. We stopped sitting so close, stopped texting all night. But tension doesn't vanish, it just hides from the light. We mastered the silence, learned how to perform, but pretending you don't feel is its own kind of storm. So we pretended like nothing was there, like we didn't almost fall in the middle of fear. So we pretended we were just fine, but distance between us was never the line, it was the lie. You started dating someone, I smiled and played along, said I'm happy for you while swallowing what was wrong. I talked about other people like it didn't sting, but every new name was a quiet thing. If we were really over it, why did it ache? So we pretended the timing was bad, that we were mature, that it wasn't that sad. So we pretended it never got deep, but you don't lose sleep over something you keep as just a friend. And maybe pretending felt easier than risking the truth and losing again. But denial doesn't heal, it delays. So we pretended until it felt real, like burying a fire would make it not feel. So we pretended, and baby, that's the end. Not because we didn't love, but because we chose pretend. We try to label it safe, try to keep it clean, put best friends on it, like that changed what it means. But the way you looked at me wasn't neutral at all, and the way I felt your touch was never small. We can rewrite the story however we want, but truth has a way of staying blunt. But it was never just friendship, never that light. You don't lose that much sleep over something that's right. It was never just friendship, we both knew deep down it don't protect something that hard if it's not about to drown. We memorized each other and once burned vivid, but it was never just friendship. And saying it now feels heavier somehow, because if we admit what it was, we also admit we let something real quit. It wasn't loud, no door slammed shut, just a quiet difference in the way you touched. Conversations paused a second too long, like something familiar suddenly felt wrong. Not wrong like a mistake, wrong like a truth. We weren't ready to look it straight. We both felt the shift in the space between words, and the way goodnight started to hurt. We both felt the shift, but we didn't say it. Sometimes silence is how you delay it. Your laugh changed tone, got a little restrained, like closeness now came with weight. You stopped reaching first, but you didn't step back. We were balancing distance on an invisible crack. It's strange how energy can rearrange a room without anyone moving. We both felt the shift in the way we'd sit, not too far apart, but not like before. We both felt the shift, and that's what stays, because once something changes, it never unplays. Maybe that was the moment we should have chosen, to either fall or let it be broken. But instead we hovered. We both felt the shift, and that's the regret. Not that we loved, but that we never fully met. We both felt the shift, and we let it drift. And sometimes the worst goodbye is the subtle shift. Sat across from me, like you rehearsed the line. Said it's just complicated, like that made it fine. You traced circles on the table, wouldn't meet my eyes. Like honesty hurts less when it's disguised. Complicated is what people say when simple feels too brave. You called it complicated, I called it fear, because love isn't messy until we interfere. You called matters that much. You talked about time, about risk and cost, like love and amen. Something had to be lost, but we were already losing every single day by choosing distance over what we wouldn't say. You built a maze out of a door. You called it complicated to soften the fall, but the truth was simple. You felt it all. You called it complicated to give it a name, but hiding behind logic doesn't erase flame. Maybe complicated sounded mature, like we were protecting something pure. But sometimes complicated is just love with nowhere safe to go. You called it complicated, I called it real, 'cause nothing that deep is easy to feel. You called it complicated and walked away slow. But if it was that confusing, why did you know? Yeah. You said it was messy, too risky to try, but every time we touched, you couldn't deny it. The way the room shifted when we were alone, like gravity pulled us back into our zone. You called it complicated, like it was a mistake, but some things don't happen by accident. You called it complicated, I call it inevitable. The way we kept circling was unforgettable. You called it dangerous, I called it truth, because nothing that strong feels that smooth. We try to stay careful, try to stay wise, but our most moments had fire in their eyes. Every goodbye felt like a test, and somehow we always came back to the edge. If it wasn't meant, why did it repeat? You called it complicated, I called it fake, 'cause timing can stall, but it doesn't erase. You called it temporary, I called it real. Some connections aren't choices, there's something you feel. Maybe we were stay gone. Just a little space, then somehow back on. A random hey at midnight, a memory sent out of the blue. Like distance was just something we passed through. We'd say it was closure, we'd say it was done, but something unfinished would quietly run. We always came back to each other, like gravity pulling us in. No matter who we tried loving, it felt like pretending again. We always came back to each other, like time never moved, like every goodbye was just a delayed truth. You tell me about someone new, I'd act like I'm fine, but the way your voice softened said you were still mine. I'd say I moved on, but you knew that tone, the one that means I still feel at home. Some connections bend, but they don't break. We always came back to each other, like we forgot the pain, like history between us outweighed everything. We always came back to each other, even when we tried not to, because the comfort we had was something we always knew. Maybe we weren't strong enough to stay, but we were too tired to walk away. So we hovered between almost and again. We always came back to each other. Maybe that's why it never fully ended. It just never learned goodbye. We always came back to each other, but never at the right time. And sometimes love repeats without ever becoming mine. I know you don't say it, but sometimes it shows in the way you get quiet when nobody knows. Like something still lingers in the back of your mind, a version of us we left behind. We moved on, or at least we tried, but some doors close without locking inside. You still think about that what if, don't you? Late at night when it's just you, you still picture how it might have been if we were brave enough back then. Tell me I'm wrong, but I feel it too. You still think about that what if, don't you? Do you ever you to make